It's been over 7 years since the end of the Bleach anime, and over 3 years since the end of the Bleach manga. But with this info right now, this is kind of telling me a lot, to be honest with you. With a franchise that's been over for that long, to be doing what's happening with Bleach right now, this is a huge indication that at the end of the day, there's a strong possibility that the Bleach anime can still return even after being over for 7 years. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, getting this info right now, we gotta jump into it. I'm like, this is good. This is really, really good. Let's talk about it. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. So yes, people, like I said, it's been ages since the Bleach anime ended. I want to say it was 2012 when the final episode of Bleach, episode 366, if I'm not mistaken, had aired. And yeah, since then the Bleach anime kind of, has been ghost. And then the manga ended in 2016, and a lot of people were unsatisfied with that. So you would think, okay, Bleach is, dead in the water. There's no hope for it. No, you would even argue, because of a lot of what on social media a lot of people do, they tear down Bleach because of its ending or, certain aspects. But there's still very, very strong fan base, and Bleach is still loved. It's crazy to say, with the info that we just got right now, how in 2019, Bleach is still kicking strong with a fandom, and that's that we've gotten next to nothing in 3 years aside from the spin-off series, or the one-shot Strike the Witch, I want to say, it was something like that, the one with the witches, that it was somewhat loosely connected to Bleach. Aside from that, what have we gotten from the Bleach franchise officially? Nothing really, you know what I'm saying? Kubo's done, a couple of drawings shortly after, and the whole letter of what happened to the kid that was sick. But we really, Bleach as a whole has just been, kind of invisible, so to speak. So to get this information, it's telling me that even now, there is still a huge possibility for the Bleach anime to return, on top of the fact that there's so many people, even the voice actor for, the English dub, Johnny Young Bosch, was petitioning alongside thousands and thousands of people for the Bleach series to return. But this info right here, this is good, because if people still show, one of the biggest ways to show that, you care for something and you want something to come back, especially with customers, is voting with your wallet, voting with showing how much people care about something in terms of not necessarily investing, but just showing that Bleach is still profitable, because at the end of the day, it is a business. If there's no profits involved, the company isn't going to care. But with this info that we just got on the financial situation of this year of, I want to say it's TV Tokyo, again, I have the full article, we'll read it in a second, it is just showing that Bleach is still very, very profitable. People still love Bleach, on top of the fact that I want to say the mobile game Bleach Brave Souls is still going strong. People still playing that till this day. They always got new releases and stuff like that. So Bleach is by no means, and I used to go hard on Bleach back in the day, but by no means is the Bleach franchise dead. By no means at all. Let's read this info and we'll talk some more. But baby, Bleach fans are still kicking strong. TV Tokyo's animation division reports increase in profits in first half of fiscal year 2019. Japanese television network TV Tokyo published on Wednesday its earnings for fiscal year 2019, and that goes from April 1st of 2019 to March 31st of 2020, so it's still not over technically. But during the second quarter ending on September 30th, TV Tokyo's animation division earned 11.6 billion yen, or 16% of the company's total sales, an increase of 19.4% from the same period last year. This number exceeded the 10 billion yen mark in a half of a year for the first time. The forecast for the full fiscal year is 21.926 billion yen, about $203 million. So TV Tokyo, they're seeing an increase, things is going good. The company cites the growth of overseas business as a factor for its animation business strong performance. The company reported domestic sales of 3.359 billion yen, which is about $31 million, an increase of 1.5%, and overseas sales of 8,277 billion yen, which is about $77 million, an increase of 28.6%. TV Tokyo sales are strong in Asia, particularly China and North America. Sales for the Naruto franchise games were large in China. As a result, the overseas sales of the company animation business amounted to 71.1%. Now, of course, you're like, okay, well, what does that have to do with Bleach? There's a list, and I talked about it a little bit with what's been going on with the Boruto franchise, how people are just loving the Boruto anime, and that's one of the main reasons why they're not adapting the manga. But this list also entails some information about another series in particular, actually a couple series, and I'm more so just excited about one in particular, but at the same time I'm kind of excited about the other as well. We'll just kind of throw it in there. But let's look at the list, because TV Tokyo's top anime franchises ranked by sales for its first half of the current fiscal year are as follows: 1. Naruto, 2. Boruto, 3. Yu-Gi-Oh, 4. Black Clover, baby. Like Black Clover, the manga, you can say whatever you want about, and again, I know this is a Bleach related video, but Black Clover is amazing. You should check it out if you got the time. The anime seemingly is doing amazing, and the franchise as a whole is doing amazing. But number 5 is the one that kind of like, I was like, whoa, how 7 years later, even 3 years after the manga ended, is this still going strong? Bleach coming in at number 5. It makes me wonder, really, like, so is it reruns of the anime bringing in money? Is it volume sales from all over the world, people still buying it? Is it DVD sales? Like, what is it about Bleach? Or is it the mobile game on top of it all that is bringing in enough to make it the 5th position? That is very, very high. Like, that is very, very good for years upon years. Like, if they know what's good for it, which is business at the end of the day, coming in at number 5 means it's still profitable. There's still money to be made. People still care for the franchise. People will still rock with it. So if they decided to do a big Bleach revival, let's say a spin-off manga, bring back the anime, look at how much money it's making with no content in years and years. Imagine what adding all that content on top of that, it'll bring more content to do Brave Souls with. This is just like a gold mine that's just sitting there, that Shueisha and Shonen Jump, because of whatever disagreements with Tite Kubo, and of course he has some health issues on top of it all, but like, whatever it is, why Bleach just feels like the redheaded stepchild of Shonen Jump's big 3 from the past, or just everything about Bleach, you cannot deny, the numbers don't lie, that it is the 5th biggest property for 2019. And, you know, those are some big contenders there. Yu-Gi-Oh!, Black Clover, Naruto, Boruto, and Bleach is still strong. If I'm not mistaken, I actually seen Crunchyroll showed the top most watched anime of this year as well on their site. And mind you, they got like 20 million, I want to say, active users. I could be off, but I know they got millions of active users that are paid subscribers to it. And Bleach was on there too, in the top, I want to say 10 or 30 or something like that, watched anime on the site. That is insane. This is where it gets a little bit tricky, and maybe this is one of the reasons why, when it comes to Bleach, they're not that strong about pushing forth, because despite it coming in for the first half strong with sales, the gross profit, which gross profit means the money that they actually fully made, because just because Bleach made X amount of dollars, obviously there's costs that go into it and all sorts of stuff. Bleach isn't on the top 5 grossing profit, so that tells me something, because Pokemon replaces it, which that's crazy that sales-wise Bleach is beating out Pokemon, but grossing it's not, because Naruto, Boruto, Pokemon, Black Clover, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Are the top 5 grossing. What that tells me is that there's potentially some very bad business that was done with the Bleach franchise. And what I mean by that is, whatever licensing agreements that were made, however tangled up Bleach is, probably Shonen Jump and Shueisha, or well, Shonen Jump in particular, because Shueisha's making all the money, but they are probably not bringing in that much money because of some sort of agreements that were probably made. Like video game wise, I remember that it was tied up with Sega had the rights to Bleach for a while, which is why we haven't had a Bleach game since the PS3 era, despite everyone would love a CyberConnect 2 Storm style Bleach game. It would sell like hotcakes, people would go bananas. Like, there's a huge avenue right there, sitting right there for Bleach, that would make it go astronomical. Bring the spin-off manga, bring the anime back, change, of course, the ending of the anime, or of the manga with the anime, you know, video games and stuff like that. But the fact that it's not grossing in as much as Pokemon says, again, that probably Bleach is tied up in a very messy situation. And who knows, if there's some sort of licenses that are stopping Bleach from bringing in more money to Jump than it could, eventually they gotta expire. You know, licenses expire after a while, especially, I'm sure there's clauses there that, hey, if you don't do nothing with a franchise for X amount of time, then you got to give up the license. So even with all that being said, the fact that Bleach is still bringing in that much crazy revenue, I still say there's a strong possibility. I mean, the proof is in the pudding right there for the Bleach anime to return, for the Bleach franchise to return for that matter. If it is still that popular, and you know, people rag on Bleach all the time in the West or whatever, but the fandom, the love outdoes the hate by 1,000, and the numbers speak for it. Crunchyroll showing it was one of the most watched anime this year, and it hasn't been airing for 7 years. That is a testament to the power that Bleach has, and why the Bleach anime and the Bleach franchise has strong possibilities of returning. Because let's not kid ourselves, no matter what you want to say, again, like I said, it's a business, and if Bleach is bringing in that type of revenue to be top 5 with no new content aside from a mobile game, give it up to Bleach, still hanging in strong, despite being out of the old big three of back in the day, Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach, despite getting shafted and all the things that happened with Bleach, people still, you know, fans are speaking. Let's get that Bleach revival, baby. I am all for it. But as a wrap for this one though, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Please hit that bell to get all notifications of my videos. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, Instagram, Twitter, and all that other jazz that I just mentioned, description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in, and come on, Bleach revival, baby. The numbers are speaking. Money's coming in. Shueisha, jump, all of you. Get on it. Bring that Bleach back. Come on, the fans are speaking with their wallets.
Enjoy the next ride, but I was the best ride. But I hope you know that